Good evening to all our listeners and viewers out there. It's always a joy to come to you on a Saturday evening and share a little time with you. It's been such a pleasure sharing with you over the past 2 seasons. We're really excited. Next week, we're going to have Memorial Day weekend celebration, and then we're going to take a pause for the summer. We'll get back to that later. But for tonight, we just want to welcome you and say thank you again for joining us. Please do not be shy to make yourself known in our live chat. Go ahead and text with us so we can have a little conversation with you for the next couple of weeks, okay? So tonight, what we're going to do is some questions and answers, and you'll see why in a little while, because we're getting ready to go on hiatus like we did last year. And while we're on hiatus, you will have the pleasure of something we're going to do, and we'll have Venoria tell us about that later on. And then I want you to know that while you're not seeing us, we will be intensely busy preparing for you, to celebrate you, all the women and men who have contributed to this time and season. We are getting ready for our big conference. And with that, I'm going to pose some questions to our leader, Venoria Todman, who will share with us where we are in the planning for the conference. So, Madam President, would you remind us of the date of the conference?
The date of the conference is March 18th, 2023.
Madam President, nothing is going to stop us. We are going to do this.
Yes,
all right. And what can they look forward to? What's going to happen at the conference?
For one, you're going to get to meet the ladies of Global Women Enrichment. That means you're going to get to meet all of us. We will definitely be present. And but what you can look forward to, you definitely will be having dinner. We will have a panel discussion. We will have many presenters. During Gold Shot, I did mention about Dion Gerard. Him and his entire band would be there. So definitely you are in for a treat.
Are there any surprises like gifts or raffles
Yes.
or giveaways?
As you know, we have been doing giveaways, destination travel, but we have been doing that through raffle. Well, the same thing. We are going to be having giveaways, primarily travel giveaways, destination travel to different, I should say, to any part of the world. Some 3 days, 3 days, 2 nights. Some 4 days, 3 nights, and some 5 days, 4 nights, and believe it or not, some are also 7 days and 6 nights.
Wonderful. That's exciting. I wonder if we qualify if we're on the board.
No, you are not.
that we are so excited about the conference. And for those of you who may be wondering, we are cognizant that there are many of you who still want to have social distancing. So we are taking all of that into consideration. We actually plan to have some masks with our logo on it, Global Women Enrichment. So you'll be able to have masks if you so choose. And we will have enough spacing and enough hand sanitizer and everything you need if you're still in that mode related to COVID. We're not sure what's going to be happening in March of 2023, but we're sure hoping we'll be further along than where we are now. And we're going to make sure you have a wonderful time. You will have a chance to meet the speakers. We will be having vendors, right, Madam President?
Yes, we will have vendors, various vendors. Yes.
So come with your monies to buy and to so forth. Now, tell me, who should come to the conference?
Oh, everyone should come to the conference. Men, We appreciate your support, those of you who do tune into the podcast. And we hope we'll get to see you on that day. Bring your significant other, or your lady would bring you as her significant other. So, yes, everyone is invited, young, old, in between. We do not discriminate at Global Women Enrichment.
While you mentioned this, also, if someone is traveling, maybe it's good to make arrangement with hotels.
More than likely, it will be a hotel. And if it is a hotel, definitely we are in conversation concerning rooms and good rates. So, yes.
Let me encourage you all, please start planning to come and join us at this wonderful conference where we're going to celebrate. It's going to be all about empowerment, enrichment, encouragement to women and men. And I just want to say a shout out, Madam President, to one of our viewers who is male, who wanted to make sure that we say this is for women, by women, and for men who want to understand women. So thank you so much, C. Woodrow, for that comment, and we will make sure we entertain and enrich our men also. Right, Madam President?
That is absolutely right. And just one more thing, just to let you know that, like I said, stay tuned, stay up to date with our website, because it will have all the information that you need to make an informed decision as to what you want to do. We are going to be having packages. So if you have your girlfriends at work, if you have your family, your relatives, and you all want to buy a table, we will have different packages for you to that's affordable to you. So we will have choices of the various packages. So lots of good things.
Lots of good
Stay
things.
in connection with the website.
Yes, we're all excited. We want you to get excited. Start telling your friends. And all of you who have supported us, some of you stay silent on those when we're doing the podcast and chatting, but we know you're out there. So get ready to come, invite your friends and family, and let's do that. We're getting ready to wrap up, and I just want to ask Madam President what the next few months look like for Global Women Enrichment Podcast.
As you know, we usually take a hiatus during summertime. So our hiatus begins in June and it ends in August. We will resume in September. During this time, while we're on hiatus, we do not want you to forget us. Hopefully you never will. Hopefully we made a good impression on you and your loved ones. So what we are going to do for you this time around is we will do outtakes. And you know what outtakes are. All those goofy moments that have never been ever seen, ever shown. You will get ready to laugh. Because I'm telling you, you have no idea what Dr. Brown put us through. But you will soon find out.
Madam President, do we rehearse these sessions? Are these scripted?
No, we do absolutely, they are not scripted. We've had a lot of people been asking this question. But they are not scripted. Everything is done on the cuff. What happens is basically when we have our meetings, pre-podcasting, we talked about the topics we want to discuss. And then we decide who is going to facilitate that specific topic. And that person is responsible for doing the research or what have you and taking the lead on that day. So everything is new. We do not know anything, what is happening until we get here. So like I said, you will be entertained with the outtakes.
All the bloopers and goofy things that our dear wonderful editor manages to hide from you, we have given him permission to expose to you. So look out for those wonderful evenings. We don't know what's going to be there. We'll be surprised just like you are. This month, we had the pleasure of having our host, guest host, Angie, with us. And we're very happy to have Pastor Angie with us. I could say a lot more about that, but I'll just leave it there. And Laura is out and about doing what she does. I think she's actually on a mission trip right now. So we had Angie come in and host with us, and we're really happy to have you with us, Angie. It's been a joy. And Angie has a couple questions that she brought to share with us, one in particular related to Mother's Day. Let's see how we can handle that, Angie.
Okay, well, a question I thought about for moms when we were thinking about Mother's Day month is there something you regret as a mom? If you were to do it over, what might you do over? What might you do differently at this stage of parenting? Looking back, hindsight's 2020, right? What might we do differently?
I can say
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead,
We want to
Paola.
hear from you, P.
I would be more patient with my kids. I was raising them as a single mom. My daughter will miss the bus, the older one. That she's not with me. She's living on her own. And I remember I would be mad for very little meaningless thing. And then I wish I could take those time back and then to be more patient and more loving. Although I was a provider, I was a mother, I was the breadwinner, being everything there. But I wish those little times I would be more loving. That's been taken back. Yeah.
It's interesting. I want to piggyback on what you said, Paola, because I'm sitting here wondering what would I do different. And then you said that when my kids get hurt, I react as Sandy does. So my older son said to me, Mom, if you care so much, why do you get so loud? And my response was, because I don't want you to hurt, baby. But then be softer, Mom, because they get scared. My younger one night he went missing. At a church function, I could not find him.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know what he saw on my face, but as he ran to me, he burst into tears. And I said, what's wrong? And he says, Mom, I don't know what you're going to do. He was so scared. And I said, sweetheart, never to you, but God bless the person who had you. I said, I'm never upset with you, but this was very frightening for Mommy. So I think if I could find a way, because it's intrinsically who I am, if I could find a way, sons and husband, to soften up those emotional, passionate ways that I am, I guess I would tone it down. But guys, then I wouldn't be me. I am who I am.
Right.
So when I think of do-overs, my kids grew up very sheltered. Maybe I would try and expose them a little bit more. That brings me to tears. But, listening to my kids talk about being sheltered and not knowing stuff sometimes make me wonder if I failed.
I think it's our culture, Sandra, where we came from coming from the
Probably.
Caribbean. Yes.
I just
yes,
feel like
yeah.
kids should have a wonderful childhood as best we can give it to them. And some people think I overgive. Believe it or not, I deprive my kids of certain things because I'm not into, like I told you in one session, the name brands. So I give as much as I can. At Christmas, they get a list and they give us a list and we tell them they're not going to get everything on the list. But we try to provide for our kids, and yet I see them growing up and not understanding what it is to strive for things, to persevere. And I tell them that my philosophy is I want you to have a wonderful childhood, because in adulthood, you're going to have enough stress. And in those moments of stress, I want you to remember how wonderful your childhood is. Maybe I'm a little selfish and I want you to miss Mommy and Daddy.
Yeah.
So that's the thing I would look at, Angie, giving them a little bit more learning through the hard things,
Right. For me, and I don't want you to think this is like what cliche, but for me, really, I don't think I would do anything different. And you know why? Because of how they were brought up. This is what made them who they are today, right? So all of those, like you, I do yell sometimes. What I like about my kids, though, the relationship that we have, okay? They know I'm a passionate person. I'm a passionate monster, right? Okay, but passionate nonetheless, right? And they call me out. We have such a great relationship that they call me out on stuff, okay? And I won't have that any other way, okay? I'm going to tell them, I always say, because I would tell my sisters, I do not, what should I say, pacify a situation. I like to be straight up, straightforward. That's who I am with my family. That's who I am with my friends. That's who I am with in my life. And like you said, if I change, that means I will not be true to myself. Okay? So my kids understand me. They understand the craziness and they love me anyways.
I
And
hope so.
oh, they do love. Did somebody tell you that they don't love me? They love me anyways, and I love them. We have great relationship. Like I said, I would not change anything because I've been tough on them. And I'm glad that I did not have to. I know some parents say with school work, they have to be on their kids to study, to do their homework. I remember the kids, I did not have to fight them to do their homework. I had to do the opposite. When it's raining and thundering and lightning and everybody want to stay home, I don't even want to go to work. My kids want to go to school even though the school is saying it's closed. Okay? So and I'm very, very happy for their accomplishments. I mean, not to brag nor anything. I'm humble about it, but my daughter, the middle child, she was featured in Forbes magazine not once but twice within the same month. So I am just grateful for the many blessings God have bestowed upon them. I am grateful that they were brought up in a Christian home. I'm grateful that they all give their lives to Christ and have that personal relationship. And I'm grateful that they're making a difference in the world with whatever they do. Very happy.
And I guess we should encourage women that if your kids are not doing what you want them to do, pray.
Yes.
Just pray. God has promised that if we train them upright, they will return to Him even if they appear to walk away. So I think that's good, Angie.
I think that's good. Thank you for that. Do we have time for another, or do we need to?
Yes.
Okay.
Angie has another question.
Yes, I don't know that I'll be invited back ever again after all my questions, but okay, another question, a final question I'd ask is, what do you consider a greatest strength of yours as a woman? And then what's the dark side to it? Because each strength we have comes with a dark side, a weakness. I have a leadership gift. I know I have a leadership gift, and it comes with a communication gift right alongside it. But it means that I can manipulate with my words to get a desired outcome rather than letting someone process for themselves. And that's the downside that I need to be aware of. So what would a gift each of you have?
My voice is my weapon, but I weaponize it, and I weaponize it in a passionate way. My girlfriend said to me the other day, she's like, why you have to be so passionate about everything? I said, because that's who I am. I don't know any other way. I've been like this from the time I was a child. I am very vocal, as everybody around here knows. I'm very vocal, and sometimes I know I come off too strong, but I don't mean any harm. I'm still a gentle person.
What part of you? Sorry.
I'm still gentle. Yeah, and even though I come out strong to people, they are the people that I love anyways. So I come from a pure place, not from a place of malice, no anything. Even though Sandy and I go at it sometimes, and then she'll tell me, hey, I got a call coming in. I'm like, she ain't got no call coming in. She just had enough.
Every time I have a call coming in, trust me, don't worry. I'm not going to tell you I have a call if I didn't have one. So I'm going to talk about my strength real quick. I'm an assertive, powerful woman. I accept it. I claim it. I will tell you that I grew up a very shy child. I cried for every and nothing. I don't know why. I just cried. My dad would take us out and I would be crying and he'd be like, what's wrong? And I'd say, I don't know. I just want to go home. But I've grown into being a powerful woman through nursing. You have to be tough to do nursing. So I can be very powerful and assertive, and out of that can become other people feeling very small. So it takes a lot of restraint to know your power and control it. So on my wall in my office, there's a tiger, which tells you who I am. But the tiger is lying down docile. Beautiful picture that my husband took. And my boss said to me, "Why would you have such a ferocious beast in front of you?" And I said, "Boss, look at that tiger. You see how calm it is? It reminds me I don't have to roar every time." And he said to me, "Well, when I need to roar, I'm going to come in here and take a look at it." So I think knowing I'm a tiger and knowing how to restrain it so I don't make others feel belittled is a skill. It takes Holy Spirit to do that. That's all I have to say. Madam President, would you like to take us out?
Yeah, so before we leave, as you know, we do give away do our raffles, and we give away the destination travel, and also we do gave the 500 hotel discount savings. So between January and May, these are the winners. And before I announce them, just to let you know, if you have been subscribing, there are many of you have subscribed and you have not received your hotel savings card. No, you have not been entered to as an opportunity to win a destination travel. The reason why is because you have only been subscribing to YouTube. You are encouraged to subscribe to gwenrichment.com. That is the only way we are going to have your full name, we are going to have your telephone number, and we are going to have your email address so that so that we can communicate to you and inform you of your winnings. So if you know you are in that category, we encourage you, even though you have subscribed to YouTube, go back and subscribe to gwenrichment.com. So the winners are Sandra Patterson, Teresa Gutierrez, Sylvia Gonzalez, Gypsy Caller, Nadia Strawn, and Kamal Shatawal.
Thank you so much for joining us for this wonderful episode of Questions and Answers. It's been a joy coming to you as usual. It's been a joy having Angie with us. And next season, you will see Laura with us again. And have a good night. We'll talk to you next week for Memorial Day weekend. Don't miss it.